guys, LunaSpawn27 here, bringing you a double chapter review of Toriko because, well, I missed last week's chapter. So, let's get started on chapter 325, Furious Direct Hit. So the chapter begins with Kuriboh telling Toriko and the others about Area 6. Area 6 is a region of dark waters called the Black Triangle, which works as the Bermuda Triangle, but 10 times worse in Toriko, because anything that comes across the Black Triangle would disappear and get swallowed into the dark waters. And when I mean everything, that also applies to meteorites the size of the freaking moon. And in case you guys don't know how big the moon is, it is 3,476 kilometers in diameter, which is more than a quarter of our Earth. Not the Earth in Toriko, but our Earth. That's how freaking huge that meteorite was. And inside the Black Triangle is where the fish treasure another resides. Not only that, but it's also the location of Stardust Rivers, which I think is created by another, but I could be wrong. But there are many Stardust Rivers belonging to the offspring of another. So first things first is to find a route to get to another, which is all done thanks to Aimaru, using IGO's Real Globe, which you can say it's the Toriko equivalent to Google Earth or Google Maps. Aimaru places a drop of pear on the center of the Black Triangle, which is most likely another's location, and uses gourmet slime mold to create a route to get to another. And it should work because gourmet slime mold is an organism that only reacts to delicious gourmet ingredients. So thanks to Aimaru, Toriko and the others now know which route to take to get to another, which is a very winding one. But we also get some more information on microbes, saying that there are those that can affect the brain of other organisms, take over their minds and control them. In fact, there is a dark technique that utilizes bacteria. And Aimaru knows this because he learned it before the cooking fest. Pukin, one of the Saiseiya, brought him along to see him. We don't know who him is, but from what we can tell in this one panel here, he has a pompadour hairstyle, and the only characters that we know that have this kind of hairstyle is Knocking Master Jiro and Teppei. It's obviously not Knocking Master Jiro, so it has to be Teppei, but I don't recall Teppei having a cane. So for all we know, this might be a totally different person, and whoever it is, Chio knows what the dark technique is and the person who uses it. I don't know if this dark technique was used during the Cooking Fest arc, I don't recall, but if it is Teppei, if Teppei learned a dark technique to use bacteria to control people, then maybe Teppei used that dark technique to free himself from Joa's control and infiltrated Neo to free the other Neo members that are controlled by Joa. I don't know if my theory is true or not. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping I'm right because there's still a part of me that really does not want Teppei to be under Neo's control. Well, whoever it is, we won't know for a while because they get interrupted by some tornadoes, and these aren't just any kind of tornadoes. They are called mother tornadoes that can come in all directions because they're the footprints left behind by the mother snake of the 8 kings that resides in Area 4. Yeah, these are the paths of the mother snake that passed through Area 6 a long time ago. The mother snake can create tornadoes. Well, actually, there are more to these tornadoes, because according to Kuriboh, there were rumors that the tornadoes were created from a fight between the Snake King and the King of Beasts that resides in Area 6. So instead of a freaking Emperor ring, this fight created a bunch of freaking tornadoes. And they haven't even weakened since ancient times. Well, holy crap. So the group can go by air, so they decide to go by sea, which is just as bad because the sea contains conveyor belt islands that can get pushed around by powerful sea currents, also called the crazy merry-go-land. But before they can try to land on one of the islands, they get attacked by this giant sea creature called the Namibouzu, sea current beast, capture level 1600. It tries to swallow the group up, but it gets electrocuted and caught on fire thanks to none other than Branchi and Starjun. They're back, yay! I'm sorry, but I really like these characters and I'm so happy that they showed up. By the way, is Branchi carrying a giant battery on his back? And of course, freaking Starjun with the burner knife. Sweet. And of course, Toriko isn't all too happy to see Starjun again because, well, you know, their fight during the Cooking Fest arc. But there are a lot more Namibouzus coming at their way, and they all get freaking headshotted. Yeah, something shoots them right in the head, and it was this weird-looking fish called the Gunman Sunfish, fish beast capture level 1800, which resided on this one island, accompanied by Jiji, the gold chef, and from what is shown in his appearance, he looks like Cousin It if he was wearing a sun hat, sunglasses, and has a mustache. And that is where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 325. What did I think? I thought this was a good chapter. I did like learning more about Area 6, and we get to learn a little bit more about Area 4. So it's been confirmed that the Mother Snake, the Snake King, resides in Area 4, which also means that that is where Acacia's dessert Earth is. As for the person who met Aimaru before the cooking fest, it's most likely Tepe, but it could also be a completely different character. Well, all I know is that the whole dark technique and who this person is won't be revealed for a long time. It was also cool seeing Branchi and Starjun again, especially when they were working together to kill that Namibouzu. But you can tell because of the events during the cooking fest arc, things are gonna get pretty tense and awkward between Toriko and Starjun. It was also cool seeing Jiji show up, and what was really funny is that this whole time he was just fishing on this small island. So yeah, overall, this was a good chapter. Alright, so let's move on to chapter 326, Surprising Combinations. So the chapter begins with Jiji, Toriko, and the others inside Jiji's camping monster, which was connected to the island that Jiji was on. It is a magnetic clam, Jikai, mollusk beast capture level 1000. A camping monster that creates a special magnetic field around itself, making the area around it a safe zone. Inside the giant clam, Toriko assumes that Starjun was here because he was under Midora's orders. Which is true, but Starjun tells Toriko something else, that Midora was able to unravel a certain mystery. What this mystery is personal to Midora, but from what is shown in this one flashback panel here, Midora now knows who to aim his tongue spear at, who his true opponent is. Oh god, he's sticking out his tongue, ew. So, I'm assuming that Midora now knows the truth behind Neo and maybe about Acacia, so the opponents that he was talking about in this flashback panel, I'm assuming it's either Joa or Acacia. But we at least know that once Acacia's full course has been gathered, Midora will set the kidnapped chefs free. Now, it has been confirmed that Jiji was the one that wrote the notebook that Komatsu found back in Gourmet Pyramid, which Jiji wrote his important recipes in code, and only a very talented chef could decipher the code. So it's no surprise that Komatsu would be the one to decipher the code. However, the Blue Nitros are aware of Komatsu, and they are waiting for him to bring out further good taste of Acacia's full course. So Jiji is going to assign who is sent where. And then we find out that his eyes were underneath his mustache. Yeah, what the hell? I guess that would make his mustache his eyebrows, but why was he wearing those sunglasses over his eyebrows? What the hell? Anyway, Jiji examines each individual just to determine who will be sent where, just by using his eyes to inspect their gourmet cells or something. But before we get to the teams, we get the reveal of the 7th King of Beasts. The one that resides in Area 6 is the black hole whale that absorbs all light and matter, also known as Whale King Moon. We don't get to see its full appearance, but from what we can tell, its back looks like the surface of a moon, so that explains why the black hole whale is called Whale King Moon. But not only that, but this is supposed to be the most powerful out of all the 8 kings. Its power is the greatest of the 8 kings. And we've seen what Heracles and Bambina can do, so if this Whale King Moon is even more powerful, then holy crap! So the majority of the group is going to stay in Area 6, and they'll send teams of 2 in each area. The team that will go to Area 5, the food region forest that contains the meat dish news, will be Zebra and Branchi, which is a team up that I really wanted to see, especially since they previously teamed up back in Area 8. Even though Zebra and Branchi don't get along, they're technically the problem childs of their profession, so just seeing them as a team and probably working together in some way will be pretty cool to see. Who knows, if these two actually manage to get along with each other, Zebra might change his mind and have Branchi as part of his combo instead of Komatsu, which chances of that happening are very slim. Next is Area 4, the beautiful floating park gourmet garden, which contains Acacia's dessert, Earth. That team will be Sunny and Livebearer? Well, it makes sense for Sunny to go to Area 4 since that is where Earth is, and Sunny wants Earth to be his dessert in his full course menu, and it's also where the Snake King resides. But him and Livebearer together? Well, Sunny likes beautiful things, and, well, Livebearer, he's unique in his own way. Next is Area 3, the suspension bridge in the sky called Developmental Fever Bridge, which contains Acacia's drink Atom. The team that will be going there is Coco and Tyran. Now this is actually a team that makes sense because Coco uses poison and Tyran is a poison chef, so these two working together, I can definitely see that. It also makes sense that Coco would go there since he wants Atom to be a part of his drink in his full course menu. And since Coco is going there, then that would mean that the Emperor Crow King would be in Area 3. And finally, we have Area 2, the Origin of Life, Continent of Beginnings, where the main dish, God, is. The team that will be going there is Toriko and Starjun. Well, things are gonna get awkward. But seriously, this also makes sense since both Toriko and Starjun want God. And this would also mean that these two that were enemies would have to put aside their differences and work together. Well, gee, I wonder how that's gonna work out. Also, this means that Wolf King Guinness, the Battle Wolf King, also resides in Area 2. So the only place left now is Area 1 where the Hors d'oeuvre Center is. And unfortunately, that's the only place that we don't know what it looks like. The team that will be going there will consist of a couple of the characters from the minor supporting cast, but I don't know exactly who will be going to Area 1. Sunny and Branchi object to their partners in their team. Coco and Tyran seem to be awkwardly getting along, and as for Toriko and Starjun, well, there is going to be a lot of awkward tension between the two. And that's basically where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 326. What did I think? I thought this was another good chapter. Jiji the Gold Chef seems pretty cool so far. I also like the reveal of the 7th King of Beasts, which I was not expecting it to be a whale, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Whale King Moon, what its full appearance looks like, and what this black hole whale can do. I mean, its power is supposed to be the greatest of the 8 kings, and we've seen what Bambina and Heracles can do, and they weren't even fighting at full power. All we know about the Whale King is that it can absorb all light and matter. So if we're going to see the Whale King fight against one of the members of the group, then oh my god, they're so fucked. As for the teams, it makes sense why these individuals would be paired with each other and which area they would go to, although I was not expecting Sunny and Livebearer to be a part of a team. It's just those two I don't usually see as a team, but I am looking forward to seeing how well they would work together, even if Sunny objects to it. Now, even though they do have a month before the Gourmet Eclipse, we're still on the Another arc, so we're going to focus on Komatsu trying to get to Another. We might get to see the other teams and how they're doing every now and then, but the main focus would be on Komatsu's team. And then for the next arcs, we might go in order. I mean, after Another, it would be News, Earth, Atom, and then God. But who knows, maybe Shimabukuro might go at this differently. Now, we kind of have a gist of which King of Beasts is going to be in which area, but there are still two that we don't know which area they're going to be in, and that is Dragon King Darius and the final unknown King of Beasts. Now, there is a theory that Cure Water might be a main component for the hors d'oeuvre center, and since the Cure Water was in a location where the Dragon King resides, then that would mean that Dragon King Darius might be in Area 1. If that is true, then the final King of Beasts might be in Area 5, but we don't know what this King of Beasts is going to be. All I hope for is that the rest of the 8 King of Beasts, Acacia's dishes being prepared and captured, and the exploration of each area will not be skipped in any way. So yeah, tell me guys, what do you think of this week's chapter and last week's chapter of Toriko? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think of the team so far? And what do you expect to see in the upcoming chapters? And are you looking forward to seeing Whale King Moon? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Toriko chapters 325 and 326. I'm going to respond 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.